All right, we are here at the Everything Electric show. This is our second year. We got Topsy back. This time, of course, Topsy has a license plate, VIN number, programmed. We've been out hauling logs, so it's last year we had just finished. We were literally putting the fenders on the truck while the truck was still being loaded onto the low bed. This year we've got it inspected, passed. We've been out hauling logs. We're bringing it in as a working truck this year. We've also got our new electric axles that'll be going into the new truck. These are our big improvements. So proud to show these off. I think we're the first ones in North America to ever run this style of where one motor powers each side. So that's a cool thing. And of course, we've got our new generator back end here. This is the Scania 9-liter. Todd Warren, our rep from Scania and Cullicut, is coming here later on in the show to talk about this motor. So we're gonna take you around here and we're gonna show you some of the coolest things that we found at this show. All right, we are here checking out the Cybertruck, and this is designed to be the world's toughest truck. It's got an extra hard steel exoskeleton, shatter-resistant glass. It's got a bed that can take up to 2,500 pounds of payload. It can tow 11,000 pounds off the trailer hitch, and it has adaptive air suspension. So let's come check it out. Gotta be real gentle with these doors.
We've seen what happens.
That wasn't hard. You know what I love about the Cybertruck is that it's got this super hard exoskeleton, and then where you put your actual stuff is plastic. Because so often I load the side of my truck and not the box. That makes sense. Make the box plastic, that's where you put the load, and make the outside steel. Why is the dash so big? Like, can you imagine if something came at the front of that dash? Like, how would you even, like, I genuinely would not know. How do you grab something if it rolls to the front of the dash?
You need something long too.
You would, you need like
do you have, can you open the front?
Sure, let's try and open the front.
Because I don't know if it's, you should be able to push here, but I don't think it's enabled anyway.
They don't want anyone losing their fingers.
It's not safe for public shows. Controls, ride height. Leveling disabled while in showroom mode. Oh yeah, they've got everything disabled. I mean, I honestly do like the flat dash. I'll be honest with that part, I gotta say. The flat dash gives a lot of room. Like, I like a console that's just flat, it's out there, it's open space. Hold on though. They made it all open space here so you could have somebody sit there, but they didn't put the traditional truck bench seat. Like, you could easily have a person. This is the first truck I've seen where the passenger has foot leg room. Like, that is the first truck I've seen since the 1970s that has that foot leg room, 1980s, but then they don't put the seat in.
It's for man spreading.
I guess. I mean, you have to, eh? Because everyone that drives a fucking Cybertruck's got some big balls, especially if they're towing a trailer. You're like, I'm gonna put 11,000 pounds on a piece of extruded aluminum, hope for the best. You got some nuts to drive this thing down the highway loaded. One of the things though that people say is that they don't like the Cybertruck design, the body. You know what, I can get the argument, but you know what I do love about the Cybertruck is that they tried something different. I'm tired of every single vehicle on the road looking like the same amorphous blob. Doesn't matter what manufacturer it is, they're all crossover SUVs that look pretty well the same. This Cybertruck here at least looks different. They tried something different. It might not be your style, but it's somebody's style. I'm tired of seeing the same old boring trucks, so I gotta give it out to Tesla for at least designing something that's different. Thank you. I hope more manufacturers design unique looking vehicles so we can have some difference on the road. All right, and the Polestar of the evening tonight is the Polestar BST. This thing is a beast. This is their concept sports car with over 800 horsepower.
They did reservations for this and they are all sold out. So you can't even reserve this anymore, but this thing is absolutely gorgeous. This thing has a 0 to 100 time of 3 seconds, has a top speed of 250, the range is 500, all electric, dual motors. All right, behind me here is the new electric Western Star. Or Freightliner, I don't know, they pretty well look the same for the cab nowadays. But we're not gonna do anything negative, so I'm gonna say in this video, I'm gonna say nothing but positive things. Let's go have a look at Peterbilt. All right, we are here with one of my favorite electric trucks, and this one is more for light delivery. Like, there is a time and a place for every truck. Our truck is meant for heavy vocational. From all the trucks I've found, this is the best truck if you want a full electric for light city delivery. The quality and the features we have found on the Peterbilt, we are impressed with. They share a lot of the same ethos on us, and we can see that in here. You want to introduce yourself here?
Yeah, hi, I'm Jay Balkin, and I'm a sales rep for Peterbilt Pacific. And yeah, we're just excited to be here, and pretty cool to be cozied up next to your truck.
Right.
Yeah.
Why don't you go over some of the features you like on this thing? What makes this thing a Peterbilt?
Well, what really defines the Peterbilt across other brands in the Class 8 market is really our packaging, like just the quality of the build right from the ground up. It's one of the first things you notice whenever you look at the truck.
You can see the quality when you check out some of these loads.
You know, everything, all the wiring, all the harnesses, everything is tightly packaged yet organized. It's not just a mess. So
It's accessible too. I can reach in here and get it, anything I need.
100%. It's just tight, it's clean, it just looks good, you know? Like, it's not just looks good, it's absolutely functional. Everything is a lot of thought put into its place and design and to work on later.
Look at this. Your power steering reservoir is not held on by a piece of plastic. That's a piece of solid steel holding that on.
This is our Class 8 truck. If you buy a diesel truck, you're going to get the same build quality in our electric. It's going to be just as strong, built to take the same wear and tear. We want this truck to stand up to the Red Oval, that Peterbilt brand, and what people expect. Now, we sell a premium product. It should go across the brand, whether it's a new version of something or whatever.
I've always been a big Peterbilt guy. If you guys remember me back in my logging days, I ran a Peterbilt. And it's nice to see that. You see a lot of times where you're going to electric, they start cheaping out on things. This is still a Peterbilt. I would love to see this in a 589 with a big high hood. Maybe
we all would, right? That's the best part about Peterbilt is that classic still Peterbilt.
That's a Peterbilt.
Exactly.
And this is a Peterbilt, and everywhere else you see it. Like, that's a solid air tank now. That's like
everything's solid. Everything's metal, from the battery boxes to the plug protector for the door. Like, everything is still metal.
That is not sheet metal. I could not bend that door. That is not bendable. That's going to protect that. You hit a stick, a tray, anything you're hitting is going to. Side impact is there.
Everything on this is designed to take all the wear and tear of our normal trucks. It comes with, because of manufacturer, we're able to offer warranties. It's really exciting that this truck has a 5-year warranty. Your batteries don't charge over 80% the first 5 years. You're covered. We put new batteries on.
Wicked. Right down airlines. Proper rubber hose airlines are from -40 with the proper, like that's what we use on our logging trucks to protect the reeds.
Everything. And if you go through our electrical wires, we have actual casings over everything to protect it. Everything is built to take the regular demands that a truck is supposed to take.
Remember when I said we are wrapping our lines in protective coating to protect our high voltage lines? Peterbilt's the guys I met that are also doing that same thing to make sure that they have that longevity, that protective coating.
These trucks are designed to work. They're not showpieces. They're not just supposed to be trailered in and be like, hey, we built an electric one just to fit in. We want these to be in the market. We want people to use them.
You want them to get beat up. Work like a work truck.
They have to. Like, that's the life of a truck. Go to work and do a job. And it's a necessary evil that we need.
Absolutely. Oh, I am once again impressed with the Peterbilt quality. It stands up on this truck.
Yeah.
You guys have done well.
I appreciate it. Thank you for your time, and I equally am absolutely loving what you guys are doing with your truck. if it's such a market that we don't have any share in, and it's such a huge need for it. So it's an absolute pleasure.
It's great. These are by far heavy vocational, off-road, rig moving, in-town city delivery, 2 different sides, both with a commitment to quality.
Yeah.
I love that.
And in our cab overs, we have full refuge trucks as well, and full electric that look just like every other garbage truck rolling down the road and built the same way, just with electric motors. So cool. We're getting there.
This is how you change a tire on the world's first electric airplane. Look at that. Manpower. That's crazy. Like, that's actually insane for an airplane.
Yeah.
So this is Pipistrel Velis Electro, and it's Canada's first commercial electric plane. And so a lot of people, when we say commercial plane, you're thinking of like a Boeing or an Airbus, but it's really about selling a seat in an airplane. And so there's basically no, other than this plane, you can't go anywhere in Canada and pay for a seat in an electric plane. So it's kind of a regulatory issue, but for us it's pretty exciting. You can come to Campbell River, we can charge you $100 and we can go for a flight in an electric airplane. And for us, instead of a paying passenger, the passenger is a student, and we can train them and teach them how to fly. And in a couple of weeks, go for it. You can give it a little bit more.
Whoa. That is cool. That's crazy. That is awesome.
It's about 100 horsepower. It's electric power. And you can see, like, I was talking, I knew he was going to start it, but I didn't hear that. So yeah, it's, our paying passengers are students, as I said, and what we're allowed to do with Transport Canada is the first 15 hours, 20 hours of somebody's course. We'll do all the early flight training, going to the practice area, and then we're going to be coming in doing circuits, lots of takeoffs and landings. And after about 3 hours of circuit practice, then people will be able to do their first solo. So it'll be about, if somebody's going at it full time, they can go solo in this airplane in about 2 weeks. And so actually the biggest holdup is aviation medical, because those take about a month to do. So yeah.
Which is so important. Chase, how important is that going to be? We're early in this stage for electrifying some of this bigger stuff. How big a role is right to repair?
I think honestly right to repair is a huge issue going forward to make sure these trucks stay on the road as long as possible. If you look at the environment, well, we're going electrification. One of the reasons is for environmental reasons. Well, what environmental benefit are you getting if a truck can't be fixed? You got to throw it out in 4 or 5 years and buy a new one. It used to be you could buy a logging truck, keep that logging truck on the road for 20, 30 years, and now I'm seeing a trend I don't like, where we're going electric, but people aren't allowed to work on their electric. A lot of the people here have either built their own electric vehicle as a hobbyist or worked on something, and they know that electric is simple. I think electric is way simpler than an 18-speed transmission. You ever looked inside one of those things? You see it. Is like, when we hauled logs into the mill, we were unloaded by a diesel electric Laterno log loader. It was an electric log loader made in 1967, and it still unloads 200-300 logging trucks per day. The thing just works. It's reliable and it does the job. There's no reason that electric cannot be reliable. And you see the things, well, we don't want anyone else to work on it because it's got live batteries. It's dangerous. Like, we only have our technicians because of the danger. You know what else has live power? Every sawmill in North America has live power. It's got 3-phase power. It's lockout, tagout procedure. Yes, there'll be a few things that mechanics have to learn, lockout, tagout, but it's learnable. There's no reason that you can't teach somebody how to work on these electric vehicles. We should get to the point where an owner-operator should be able to fix his truck. We've proven that we could build that truck with parts that we found off the shelf, basically in Merritt. There's no reason that you can't have that anymore, where you can't walk into the local parts store, grab the part you need, grab the contactor you need, the brake pot you need, throw it in there and get back to work. And it's so much more important in the trucking industry than it is for the passenger cars. Your passenger car goes down for a day, maybe you can rent a car. That logging truck goes down for a day because it needs a part that's hard to get. That's $3,000 a day that you're losing for those 2-3 days. Being able to repair is going to be so crucial to get electrification adopted and moved into mainstream.
You know what? I am such a fan of right to repair. I've had arguments with the guys at Tesla. I've had arguments with everybody. It's all bullshit. We do not need to have a technician. I mean, you just mentioned, okay, it's dangerous. So's gasoline. I mean, at the end of the day, this was my opinion. This was a Harvard thing. Hey, I got another way to extract cash. And if you think it's tough for truckers, ponder this. The Department of Defense can't fix a tank that's been hit in battle because of the right to repair. That, I mean, I'm gonna put my war fighters into a situation where they can't fix a Jeep. Are you shitting me? This is really something that everybody in North America should get behind. Write your congressman, senator, whatever, a parliamentarian, I don't care. Write them and tell them a note saying, hey, you know what, this is crap. This is gonna only make a few people rich and everybody else poor. It's like...
It's bullshit, it is.
Yes.
And that whole thing of it, oh, you need a specialized technician. Well, if a bunch of loggers can build that truck in a tent in Merritt, I think we proved that it's pretty fucking easy to electrify these vehicles going forward. Absolutely.
All right, so we are now at GMC. They got some pretty cool products here. They have the Hummer, they got the Corvette, and over this direction they have the Silverado. They look pretty nice, and all of them are electric. Well, if you want to call the Corvette electric, I guess it's got electric assist or something like that. We were trying to get more information, but unlike everyone that you saw us having interviews with today, despite there being at least a half a dozen GMC reps here, none of them are allowed to talk on camera. They wouldn't do interviews with us, they wouldn't talk about their products, they would not let them show them off. So although the Corvette looks cool, I sat in it, it felt really nice. The Hummer looks cool, they're doing test drives with it. The Silverado is no longer a Silverado. That is not a work truck, it is an embarrassment to name it a Silverado. It is basically like, I call it like a soccer mom car with a box, I guess.
The argument is, oh, well, that's like an SUV. This is a Silverado. The Silverado is the work truck. I've always owned Silverados. Like, I want a work electric truck. Stop, like, electric is awesome for the power, the torque, the abilities. If you look in here, they put in things like it's supposed to be a work truck. We got a 240 plug. That's awesome. You can run a welder off a 240 plug. But this isn't a welding truck. You wouldn't take this out onto any site where you're actually doing proper work. Like, if you got a 240 plug for a welder, let me put a fucking welding box on it. That's awesome. The connections are already there. For two 110s, two 220, let me put a box in there with my oxyacetylene bottles. I can put my vise on the back. I can put my work shit in. Ah, thank you. Just make a work truck, please. Okay, well, like, look at this. This is just meant to have the radiator. Like, so this is built for the Silverado EV, which is supposed to be an EV pickup truck designed around an EV. But look, this is just a kind of a mesh copy of like cheap plastic. Like, bring back the chrome grills. Something classy, the big chrome grills that makes a pickup truck. You know what I don't think of when I think of pickup truck? Thin plastic on the front. This feels very Cybertruck quality-esque. Look at that. I don't know if you can, that is loose. Brand new vehicle, it's already coming loose.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, that's better.
Oh my God.
Like, what is even in there?
$120,000, and that's what you get. But don't worry, we're just gonna put 100% tariff on anything else made so that you have to buy this for $120,000.
It's not as bad. Like, it's a little...
Okay, well, so only the passenger side bumper falls off, which is, hey, we're still doing better than a Cybertruck, because I mean, at least the hitch is attached.
The bumper. I can feel
Holy shit! Look under here. It's got independent suspension on the rear. You don't even get a rear axle anymore.
That's why the rear axle turns.
But Chevy had turning solid rear axles with their one pickup truck. They just put
Like 2000s, and it was actually junk. They had to recall it, and then they just quit doing it.
That's fair. It was junk. Okay, look, it's got independent suspension. It doesn't even have a solid axle. Like pickup trucks have solid axles. This is a car. This is just a car. Like it's not even a metal bumper. Trucks always had a metal bumper. It's a piece of plastic for your bumper. Cool.
I just got to give a big shout out to HiBoy here. They heard we were coming to a fully electric show, checking out the new EV stuff. They said, hey, try our scooters out. They gave us some scooters for the show. I'm pretty impressed. Not only is HiBoy a cool name, because if you're from the trucking community, a HiBoy is actually a type of trailer. So it kind of resonates. This is their new model. It's the HiBoy Max Pro. It comes with lights. It's got side lights, which are activated by a button. The brake light, you turn it on. The brake light flashes, let people know that your brakes are on. The headlight is impressive. I drove it around last night in the pitch black. It was pretty sweet. A couple cool features I like about this are it comes with an app. It shows you a map. You can set waypoints, shows you your battery percentage. You have light controls, but it's a pretty fun unit. I drove around with my son, who is 7. We drove around for about 2.5 hours, and we got back, and his scooter had 97% charge left. I drove around on some big hills and around town. I had 70% charge left. I'm about 200 pounds heavier than my son, so that kind of makes sense. I'm not saying that this is the best scooter in the world. I don't know, but this is a scooter that we have, and overall, I'm very impressed with it. They do sell it. I'll put the link in the description, and if you want to check it out, there is a discount code. So thank you for HiBoy. We appreciate you letting us use your scooters. They're perfect for the urban areas, and that's the HiBoy scooter, Max Pro. Check them out.
See, nice thing about these scooters, if you're on a scooter, you don't have to listen to traffic laws. It's a red light, I'm going the wrong way down on the street. Fuck it, I'm on a scooter, bitch.
So last year we did the high school go-kart challenge. Well, if you did good in high school with the go-kart challenge, this is what you end up doing. You go to UBC and you build some real electric race cars. What do you got here for us?
So this is a little bit of a step up from your average go-kart. This is a product of 85 engineers out of UBC. This is UBC Formula Electric. We build a new race car every year. Our design cycle is pretty tight. We're bringing to Michigan on the East Coast, and we race at about 100 other universities. This thing has a top speed of about 150 kilometers per hour. Closer to 130 most of the time. 0 to 100 is 2.4 seconds. And with our new projects coming in next year, we have 4-wheel drive, torque vectoring, brake regen, a bigger and more efficient battery. We're probably hoping to break closer to 2.1. So this car runs about 70K to 100K worth of assets every year. It's quite an expensive go-kart. It is a lot faster. It is quite a dangerous toy, but it's pretty much the best and the brightest. It's like the best engineers all poured their resources together. We spent more time building this car than we do in class.
All right, here we got a car that runs off solar, right?
That's correct, yeah. Yeah, we're UBC Solar. We are a student-led design team, and we design solar-powered race cars.
So this car literally just drives off the power of the sun?
Yep, yeah. We start each competition with a full battery, but after that, everything we got is coming from the sun.
How big is your battery?
Battery is 30 kilograms.
Well, that's not bad. So what, 30 kilowatts? 5.4 kilowatts?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a tiny battery, so you're doing a lot of work off that sun.
Yeah. That's part of the competition, is it's regulated by weight.
Yeah, it's not like you're putting in 200 kilowatts of battery and you're like, all right, a little top up here, there, like that's...
Yeah.
So how long will this thing drive off the sun on a sunny day?
We did about 200 kilometers on a partially cloudy day.
Wow.
So that was probably 4 or 5 hours straight of driving, yeah.
See, I've been trying to let Eric convince me to build a solar-powered vehicle for so long. We did the math, and hear me out on this. We've done the math, and if you took they have that one challenge where they do it in Australia.
Yep.
If you ran a 6-7 trailer road train with solar panels the entire way down those 53-foot vans, if you do the math on a sunny day, it's enough power to move a 6-trailer road train. And I think we did something like that, everyone else is making it super efficient and aerodynamic. I just want a big old Kenworth C5 with like a road train in the competition.
You got a lot of sun in Australia. I feel like you could take
I think we could pull it off.
I think
we could pull it off.
The competition is in two parts. There's a track race, which is whoever can complete the most laps around the track in 3 days. And then if you complete enough laps, you qualify for the road race component, the American Solar Challenge, which is from Nashville all the way to Casper, Wyoming, over the course of about 5 or 6 days. Running all day and then charging in the evenings and starting up again the following morning.
All right, we are here at Kumsons Electric Race Team. These guys got some sweet stuff. What do you got going on here?
So we are the world's first and only electric-powered ATV race team. What we do is we convert ATVs from gas to electric in our shop ourselves and then take them to the tracks and race them around Western Canada.
You stomp on them?
Yeah, so our kids ride them. This one is set up right now at about 16 kilowatts. He's running at about 13 and she's at about 18 on that side.
That's a lot for a little car like this.
It is a lot of power. This one here can put out 34 kilowatts. So we are running them at halfway just to be in the competition, right? They like to compete, they like to have fun. This kid can send this machine pretty good. He'll hit triples, doubles, whichever you want. We race MX and flat track. So the boys do flat track racing, which is circle racing around a track. A couple weeks ago, this little one went 106 kilometers an hour. His brother followed behind him at 98. So yeah, no, they're cooking.
And that's half power.
That's half. Yeah, that's only half. We can't give them everything because they fly right out from underneath them.
Electric torque is awesome.
Electric torque is awesome.
I would love to try out an electric quad. That's sweet.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Thanks.
Yeah.
My name is Ali Kazamkhani. I'm the CEO, founder of Envo Drive Systems, which is a microelectric mobility engineering, development, manufacturer, and seller of products. Just 2 days ago, we launched and introduced a new micro-mobility platform that we call it UPT, as Utility Personal Transporter. We have a bunch of examples that you can show in your camera here, but it's all about a platform, which in the automotive industry, they call it the skateboard, of electric mobility, a chassis that contains battery and electronics, in-wheel motors, 4 of them, individual suspensions, and your creative idea of what you want to build with it. So the existing, the one that we have showcased here is a dumper kind of thing that you can just stand on it and ride it, just like a lift truck, steering on the rear wheels, and the 4-wheeler platform is capable of a 12 kilowatt maximum power, total power, because each wheel is a 3 kilowatt one, 6 kilowatt hour of battery, which on a flat paved road, you can achieve 200 kilometers out of it. And the weight of this skateboard, like the chassis, is somewhere around 220 kilogram, like say 500 pounds. Behind yourself, there is an ATV, which is a very well-known application of electric mobility. It's an electric ATV that can be used as a stand-up version, or you can put different seat configuration, and definitely anything that an ATV does. A 4-wheeler in the wind, like each motor wheel can be controlled separately, individually. So you can have a best traction control, you can have tank turn, you can have crawl mode, you can have different type of maneuvers you need in different type of terrains. You can tow trailer, you can snowplow, things that are, they don't normally have an electric version for it, for whatever reason, if you want to have it electric or clean. This is a very well-known configuration. It's a golf cart, based on the same exact chassis of the 2 other vehicles that you just showcased. Same chassis, even the same length of the chassis, but different configuration arrangement of accessories added on, like seat and roof. This little guy here, we call it go-kart, you can call it buggy or whatever, for dirt, for nature, for like trails, for adaptive mobility, for wheelchair users, for fun, for rent, for commute, you name it. It's just a four-wheeler vehicle, very stable, very fun to ride. Electric, quiet, and very powerful. Then the last one I want to show you, and as I said, these are just examples, a few examples. A side-by-side UTV style vehicle that is exactly using the exact same chassis, but repeated in four modules stacked together, making a bigger chassis. And as we know that there is no mechanic like a transmission involved into this, so we are able to put the wheels apart and use the same wheel configuration and same suspension to make newer and newer vehicles. Our website is envodrive.com, but specifically about the UPT, you can go to upt.envodrive.com.
Hi, my name is Stephen Wu. I'm from Rolls-Royce Motor Cars, Vancouver. And the great, we have a first Rolls-Royce electric vehicle, a Spectre, the display here. So to give let more people know about Rolls-Royce, we are also going to full electrification direction. Just look at the style of the car, right? So people just love it. And this one, there's a super coupe with Rolls-Royce, they call it. And specific for this car, you will see on the side, you can see just monocolor, just one color. But when we move over, you'll see the nice, stylish two-tone. It's a black over, right? And with Rolls-Royce, definitely, this is 100% Rolls-Royce, even with the EV platform. So that's why they kept all the design element for all Rolls-Royce. You can see the front with the Pantheon grille. Right? This is the widest one in all Rolls-Royce. And also the graceful spirit of accuracy, the stands up there. So that this can be retractable, right? So when you drive, it raises up. When you lock the door, it goes down. So that's one. And with talk about Rolls-Royce, first of all, you will also notice, see the door opens a different way. So we call it the rear hinged coach door. Some people call it a suicide door. So if I open like this, you take a look. Right? So when I sit inside, I just need to press the brake, the door will close. That's pretty cool. And also, so before you get out of the car, say stop, you just pull the door handle, you see, it pop up. And then you pull the door handle, see, the door automatically opens. Okay? So that'll give you easy to get out. So because Rolls-Royce, one feature is they want you to do everything as effortless as possible. Right? Even with the door opens, it's much easier to access from behind. See this here? Move, the seats automatically move forward. So it's very easy to walk in. See? It's designed perfect for 4 adults sitting inside. Got headroom, leg room, and comfortable in the back. Imagine when you stop, when you're getting out of the car, you see, I'm not walking into a door like a traditional door. It's wider. So that's why the Rolls-Royce designed the door this way, and to give you the effortless entry and exit. So basically this is a dual motor. So 190 kilowatt front, 360 kilowatt in the back. So the combined power is 430 kilowatt. And for performance-wise, this is they purposely tuned as the Wraith. Like if you know Rolls-Royce Wraith, also the gas version of two-door fastback. They stopped making that one. So 0 to 100 is 4.5 seconds. And 0 to 60 miles is 4.4 seconds. And this one shows you the all-wheel drive because it's dual motor. And it also has a rear wheel steering, so 4-wheel steering. So give you easy to park or maneuver, drive the car. And one more features I want to show you. All Rolls-Royce as same feature for all Rolls-Royce. Especially in Vancouver, if it's raining, you don't need to go walk down to get an umbrella. Here you go.
No, did you say all Rolls-Royce?
All Rolls-Royce, yes, all Rolls-Royce has 2 umbrellas. So 1 driver side, 1 passenger side. So you don't have to go to the trunk to reach your umbrella.
So we are going to try the Tesla full self-driving mode. And there's a lot of people that say, oh, I don't trust full self-driving because they're good drivers. We are going to see if it is better than my mom's driving here. So obviously we need my mom testing out the full self-driving. My mom's not the best driver on the road.
Fair disclosure.
That's
Yes.
fair. She even says that's fair. So is the self-driving better than my mom driving in Vancouver? Let's find out.
Yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. So in
Okay.
order to actually use the full self-driving, well, when we're driving, when we pull this shift lever down, let's get it on the road first, and then we'll kind of start that process.
All the way down?
So, all the way down. Yep. Right now you're driving yourself, and then when you're on the road per se, you have to press down one more time to get it into full self-driving. So it's going to drive itself. You let go of everything.
Okay, you're going
it's
to talk
do
me
its
through
thing.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all right, let's head out.
Which
now
way?
Here. So we're going to take we're just going to be behind that Rivian there.
Behind what? Sorry? The truck?
The truck. We'll just line up to get out here.
Now turn sharp left onto Canada Place.
Oh, I like
Drive
that.
just on Canada Place for 200 meters.
And when you're ready, when you feel comfortable, you can put it into full self-driving by hitting that lever down one more time. There you go. And then hands off the wheel. Oh, no. Now you're driving yourself, so you have to put it on that one more time. There you go.
Yeah, but
yep.
there's-
And then don't.
Oh my God! Oh no.
Sets it to 40 kilometers max, so which is the speed limit here.
I just want to grab the steering wheel. Like,
You do your window up for me?
oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, guys.
It's gonna turn. It's gonna recognize stop signs.
Don't touch the wheel. I'm trying not to touch the wheel. It will recognize the stop sign?
Yes, it will.
Does it recognize speed bumps?
Oh, the gosh, there's a bus coming.
It's okay.
You can see buses.
You can see buses. Yep. There you go.
Will it see deers and bears and stuff on the road?
Yes, it will. Yeah. So sometimes when it's beeping for you, so you just have to move the steering wheel just a little bit. Yeah, just like slightly gently. Oh, now you're driving itself. So if you push too hard, it's gonna cancel it. Yep. So hands off the wheel there.
Oh gosh, this is scary, huh?
So if you gently move the steering wheel, it's gonna get rid of that get rid of that notice for you, right? So just to kind of it's making sure you are attending to the vehicle.
Does it know when to turn around and go back?
Yes, it does. Yep. So when it flashes, you have to slightly turn the steering wheel a little bit, just like touch it. Yep.
Nope. Just touch it again.
Touch it again.
Light touch again.
Yep.
A little more.
So you have to pay attention to the road there. Yeah. So if it there is a camera right here, so it's gonna look if your eyes are on the road, right? So.
Oh, I'm supposed to watch the road?
Yep. You're supposed to look at the road.
I was watching the TV.
Yeah, you're supposed to look at the road, and then it'll get rid of that notice for you. You have to look at the road. Nope.
It'll turn.
Oh, you're driving yourself here.
It's because you were watching the map and not the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're looking at the map. You have to look at the road. All right.
Watch where I'm going.
Pretend like you are driving it.
Turn left.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the road.
That's what your car does to me.
Okay. Yeah, but my car I actually have to drive. Will it automatically stop for these guys?
Yes, it will. Oh, it says it's unavailable for the rest of the drive. Okay, let's put the foot on the brake here and cancel it, and then we can drive it itself. So let's go all the way straight here. So sometimes if it recognizes that you're not paying attention to the road, it will pretty much give you a strikeout.
So I got struck out?
Yeah.
I struck out!
Oh,
Oh,
turn left.
sorry about that, you guys. Well, don't let me drive these automatic cars.
Well, we now found out my mom does not pay enough attention to the road,
the road,
for full
yeah.
self-driving to even work.
Okay, Okay, stress over. Oh, stress is over. I can be a passenger now.
First impression.
Lovely. I think I'll be a passenger. It's good, better. Yeah. Oh.
There we go. We found out my mom does not pay enough attention to the road for full self-driving to even work. So, full self-driving. How?
Yeah, wait,
down?
Yep, just tap, and then we'll put it into where the convention center
That's
is.
pretty
So
slick.
it's gonna- yeah.
Are you driving it by itself?
It's driving by itself. So does it yell at you if you like go to play on your phone? Like
Yes,
literally
it
like,
does.
oh,
It
hey,
does.
I'm just sitting here
It-
doing
it does.
this.
So there's a camera here that'll recognize that you aren't paying attention here. So if your eyes are not on the road, right? For example, if your
I'm
eyes
still
are
watching
like-
the road instinctively.
Yeah.
And then that disengages
That
the
disengage-
autopilot.
Yep. And then you're at a complete
Regen.
stop.
And... Okay.
No, I didn't care for that. Oh, Jane! Oh, I don't like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yep.
Oh, my stomach.
Gets you to whenever you least expect it, right? So it's a performance for a reason.
Sorry, Mom.
It's a performance for a reason. So yeah.
Oh, I hope you did not get that on camera.
One more time. Okay, Theron, you want to get my mom's reaction?
Yeah. Okay. Just be careful of the speed limit here.
Oh, Jane.
Pretty quick, eh?
It's really quick, yeah.
Okay, we're done that one.
Okay, I'll put her back to full self-driving.
Full self-driving it is.
Oh, I hope you did not get that on tape. Oh, my eyes are watering.
Sorry. It is awesome. The power of electric
It
is
is
amazing,
it is,
Mo.
Yeah, that instant kick, right? So
All
there's
right.
no lag, no.
To the logging truck for
So
power.
cars are stopped, so it's just gonna stop here, eh?
Yep, it's just gonna stop and yeah, just keep on with the traffic here.
So how does this compare to the startup of the logging truck, that one? Does your
This
logging truck
accelerates a little faster than the logging truck, yeah.
Oh.
Honestly, though, the truck is comparable, though. It does still pin you back in your seats like that when we accelerate.
Oh, let's unplug that feature of that truck then.
Yeah, how are you guys feeling?
Awesome. Oh, my
I'm
stomach is still
perfect.
Going in knots, but otherwise.
Oh yeah.
So that's two awesomes and a one nuts.
So this is all three of the guys in the vehicle think this is awesome. My mom says that absolutely not.
I'm being diplomatic.
Okay, will it go figure out to go around? Oh, look at that. It's going to actually go around. Whoa, it went over the yellow line because it figured out that there was a thing. Whoa, that actually is impressive.
It is,
I thought
it
it would like follow the rules relentlessly. Like I'm not going into oncoming
not at
traffic. I'll just sit there. It actually acted like a normal driver would.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Way more fun with Chase driving. It was good.
All right, we got the boys from TCP Heavy Duty here. We got Matt and Thomas. You guys remember Matt? He was the one out in the shop doing all that land clearing so we could actually build the shop. Once again, they came out to save the day. So you guys need heavy duty mechanics out in Aldergrove, BC. These are the boys to call. These are good gut boys. They look after each other. They're out here on a Sunday just to make sure we can get our stuff loaded and get home. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
And that wraps up the Everything Electric show. All right, that wraps up year 2 of Everything Electric here in Vancouver. This was an absolutely great show. Thanks to everybody that came out to say hi. It was awesome meeting so many cool fans, answering those questions. We had some really cool moments of the show. We saw some cool things. We were able to show off Topsy now with the plate, now that it's been hauling some loads. We were able to do some test drives. Unfortunately, one of the things I'm a little annoyed at is that not one person on our team got banned from driving a Ford this year, and that's kind of BS. But other than that, I think it went pretty good. Oh, honestly, some of the highlights, like being able to get on the stage with Sandy and get into planned obsolescence and get into right to repair with a legend of the industry. Being able to see some of the other cool things here, but definitely want to do it again next year. So hopefully next September, if you're in Vancouver, come down again. We'll answer those questions again and look forward to it. Thanks for watching, guys.